good old Trover, Waslin, and Elena Black are both walking back to the Temple of the Noble Coatl, getting your way back there with the cure necessary to save them from the dastardly poison that had crippled them. That's on stasis thanks to Elena. She kind of looks at you and says, so, like, what exactly happened on the moon again? And after that, I mean, honestly, you've told me 3 times now, but it still doesn't make any sense. Take it one more time from the top. I'm sorry.
I wish I had a new gun so I could drink something other than water, but I'll tell you to it again. So, we went to the moon. While at the moon, one group went to deal with Mr. Rose, never figured out what happened there. Then we fought a version of a friend, and when they died, our friend started to die, and a voice in the back of my head said, put the mask on, but instead I put it on the friend. And apparently, something happened, and now they're fine. I got the antidote. I got on the bronze tower with a talking donkey and someone that looked like the noble. How they didn't see me, I don't know. Managed to get Jolene and Angela out of the tower, getting them safe. Again, still have no idea how. And I'm not going to say where we landed, but we landed, and then we kind of parted ways. And after we got in Douglas, then I met you, and now we're on the way to the monks.
Okay, alright, yeah, you had me? And then you said talking donkey.
Okay, so this donkey, I swear I was drunk, but I did not have liquor. I was sitting on the ship, and this donkey was telling jokes. I kid you not, like some of the dumbest jokes I've ever heard.
Alright. Out of curiosity and for no other reason whatsoever, was this donkey doing a lot of drinking or drugs?
I was not paying attention. I was constantly staring at this, and he carefully pulls the tip of the bottle, the antidote, out of a bag that's on his hip. I wasn't really paying attention. I was mainly focused on this, and then I realized there was 2 other people on there, and it was Jolene and Angela, and we kind of managed to get out of there, which, again,
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't notice me.
Well, I presume they probably had more stuff that they were more preoccupied with and just kind of
I
let you go.
swear, once it looked like there was something contorted over there, but again, I was not paying attention. And I
Mm,
swear, Jolene had to cover the child's eyes, and she turned red.
hmm. Well, I mean, it sounds like one heck of a journey.
It's
Question:
just,
Do you have anything against me? As she kind of looks up at the top, all the way up all the stairs. Do you have anything against me teleporting us to the top of the stairs? Is that like sacrilege or something? Because like
so the reason
30,000
for the
30,000 steps seems kind of like
it's
cool.
it's for training and stamina. It's actually very easy. When I first started doing this, they actually made me carry a 10-pound boulder up the stairs. And I was drunk, which was very hilarious because I fell down like 20 times.
Okay. I see what you're saying about training. Is this training, or can I just like teleport us?
You remember the last time you teleported up and you landed on those pressure plates? You nearly got shot by those sleeping darts.
And you know what? That's fair.
If you're
Honestly,
gonna
though, I
teleport
feel
us in, at least go to the grove you saw me standing in. Because that doesn't have pressure plates. I was watering flowers.
Absolutely, bet. And she kind of whirls her finger, and you both appear in a swirl of black sparkles as the sparkles poof everywhere, kind of just falling like rain. And you're standing there in the grove. You can see the watering tin still there, covered in cobwebs.
You know, I'll never get used to that.
Hey, every witch and wizard has their own flair on their magic.
No,
I just
it's
like sparkles.
it's not that. It's the teleporting. I don't judge you for if you like sparkles or if you like kazoos or confetti.
Kazoos? What do you know that's using kazoos with their magic?
There was a bard once that when he disappeared, he made kazoos appear. It was weird. But then again, I was very drunk when I met him, so I don't know.
Hey, well,
I was
let's
drunk and dodging arrows.
well let's go ahead and get your friends all healed up then.
Yeah, it would be nice to pay them back for everything they've done. I owe Dietrich a lot, especially since apparently when I first met him, I gave him that scar he has.
As you uncork the antidote, you see Elena maneuver her hands through the sky, tracing sigils as the black sparkles kind of coat the area where her fingers trace. And you see the liquid come out of the bottle and spread like a misty vapor across all of those who are sleeping. As you see the color enter back into their faces. And you see them start to wake up.
Everyone, Brother Hammond, Dietrich, Sister Thiazade, are you alright?
Oh, Trover! Oh, man, wait, oh. What did you put something in the punch again?
No, apparently it was demon's blood poisoning.
What?
Ask her. And I'm pointing at Elena. She's the one that discovered the poison.
Mm,
And it was
Elena,
in the wine that we were all drinking. Apparently, I didn't take a drink. When I didn't take a drink of it, it didn't affect me. And then I went to the moon, met the librarian, fought another Palanerum, and then came back with the antidote after watching a talking donkey and someone that looked like the noble apparently fool around in the rocket we came in. But other than that, you seem to be doing fine.
you see the other members of the monastery like try to wrap their heads around the words that you were just saying, and then think better of it.
Just for
Yeah.
reference, I have not drank a drink in about 4 months because both my gourds broke.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Well, other than last night, that one bottle of rum was good.
as Elena and you fill in the rest of the folks at the monastery about everything that's happened, time kind of drags along. Elena heads back home, and you help the monastery get back up on their feet, get things moving again, and induct a new class. And part of your going away is you're trying to take care of the other things you need to take care of, find out a little bit more about Alistair von Clyde and everything that Andromeda has been going up to and things like that. Before you go away, you thought that you might see off the new class up the flight of stairs for the first time, up the 30,000 steps. You see a group of 4. There's a small halfling girl, a young dwarven boy, a young gnomish boy, and a small Firim girl. And as the other three head up the stairs, you can see the small Firum girl kind of look down and then up the stairs, and then down again, and then look over at you.
So, sitting next to me on the ground is the boulder. That looks big, but it's 10 pounds. And I kind of pick it up and walk over and I said, if you want extra training, wear this. And I set it down.
Okay. I was just... Yes, and I'll pick up the boulder.
You find it weighs only 10 pounds, even though it's like huge.
Thank you. I've traveled a long way to come here.
Just for reference, these stairs are always hardest at the first step and the last. Because you could say it's the beginning and the ending of a journey or a new story. When you first take a step, your old life is kind of gone. But when you take the last one, a new one begins.
And he takes a drink from a gourd that he has, and it's like not the right shape. It's like,
I've got to make a better one. By
The
the way,
life-
I'm Trover Waslin. I'm the tipsy monk. Tipsy monkey monk? Not trained here for a while. The three of them are wonderful, but they are strict.
My name is Reza, and they call me the Blistering Breeze.
Nice to meet you.
Suppose life is always changing like the winds.
Sometimes things are harder than you think they will be. You'll always have the winds at your side.
By
Captain
Quetzalcoatl's grace.
Oh, a captain of mine used to say that too, which I find funny that a pirate captain and monks kind of have sometimes the same sayings.
It was nice to meet you, Mr. Trover.
Well, here shortly I'm going to be leaving, but I'll be back one day, hopefully, as this is the closest thing I have to home.
Well, then I'll be here to welcome you home.
Oh, last but just for reference, don't sleep. Their sister, Veridilla, she snores and she punches in her sleep. The cot next to hers, make sure if you do get it, you can dodge.
and he kind of pats Reza on the back as he starts kind of pushing her up the stairs.
Go on, take that first step.
Reza will just start climbing.
Over, you start to take that step of yours back into the verdant expanse. That same pathway you took the first time you left the monastery.
I'm gonna look around to see if I see gold.
You see something up in the trees. Like it's just following alongside you.
I kind of smile and wave and just keep going.
Time spirals away. And you find yourself, time having gone, entering the city of Kald. It's been quite some time since Kald was liberated, but you see Quincy back here, making sure that reconstruction's going along smoothly, and that the people who are resettling are able to have something to resettle in. You see Quincy there, you see Ifrin, What do you do?
I'm gonna look around, and before going to them, I'm gonna kind of remember back. And the memory of me with torn clothes, wandering the streets of this city. Before the next thing I know, waking up in the monastery. Kind of shake my head and then wander over to Ifrin and Quincy and go, "Hello, gentlemen. Long time no see."
And I do now have a bigger gourd that fits in my hand on my belt.
Yeah. No, the wall needs to be taller. Hey, hey, Trover, how are you?
Well, the monks are good.
That's
Just kind of
wonderful to
introduced four children to the monastery in the 30,000 steps.
Well, hopefully, they'll take after their predecessor right here, and do a lot of good for the world.
Ooh,
Hopefully.
what's up, Trover? Sorry, I got distracted. I was helping move rocks. You know, being an expert at gravity magic really actually is super beneficial when it comes to building infrastructure.
You know
I'll say.
The last time I was actually in Colt, I was wearing torn clothes, and I have no idea where it came from, but actually I do now.
Yeah, you were like the most vicious pirate ever, but now you're a good
No,
guy.
no, it wasn't that. It was something to cause that, and that's for another story. But after wandering the streets of Colt for I don't know how long, I woke up in the monastery.
Ooh.
You, Ifrin, you see Levy over off in the helping with some of the construction, getting very, very angry that the right side wall and the left side wall of this building that's being raised is about 2 inches difference in size, in height.
The wall, the next floor will not sit properly. You need to shorten one, or, well, I mean, you can't lengthen the other because you're all incompetent. But just
It
hold on.
seems somebody over there still a bundle of sunshine.
He is always like that, to be honest. I can only imagine if we were the same person.
Yeah.
I'll-
Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'd love to catch up with you more, but I need to make sure the defensive walls are up to snuff.
All right, take care, Quincy. Safe travels.
Yeah. Safe travels to you too, and I really should head back to Douglas after this.
I'll catch up with, well, wait, I've got a question. Where are we all meeting up at? I forgot.
We were all meeting up here, and then you guys were gonna go to
Well, I mean, like the rest of Andromeda. I forgot.
Oh, right.
Oh, the letter
we'll
said.
meet
I
up
think it.
For that,
was-
we're gonna meet up in Spokestad.
Yeah, that's what the letter said that I got. Which
Yeah.
was weird, but that I got a letter in Douglas saying I had to go to Spokestad. I'm like, why would I get a letter now?
I lost my letter. I'm
yet.
sorry.
Okay. This is the copy of my letter. You can just.
I copy it down in a notebook I have.
Okay.
I memorized mine and threw it away.
Okay.
I have too much stuff to memorize. I'm sorry.
I have a few kids at home, so I
A few?
well, okay. Never mind. It's complicated.
If you're still counting your dogs, yes, they are fur babies.
Well, I mean, yeah, I do have Jack and Russell, but we also have a. You know what? We can talk about that later.
Where's the wedding, though?
We're talking about it.
Did she enjoy the gift?
Well, it's as far as the whisper is concerned, Ifrin, the gift exchange is a thing that happens as part of the wedding ceremony. It's like you give something that is helpful to you and helpful to your partner's endeavors, and they give a similar gift in turn. It's like I support whatever your dreams are, to the best of my abilities. It's that kind of thing.
Quincy, I'm gonna get up real close to you at some point and go, will you teach me how to talk later?
Like how to talk to women?
My face
Or-
goes a little bit red, and I look away, and I go,
Oh,
Yeah.
Quincy, I did manage to find this while a traveling salesperson came by, and
Trover pulls out 2 tiny little wooden swords that are meant for kids, but they fit in his palms.
here you go.
These will be wonderful gifts. Thank you. Quincy is already thinking about how much devastation this will cause, but he is too polite to refuse a gift.
They use those to train some of the new people as well, so it's kind of hilarious.
Oh yes. I'm sure we will love children with small swords running around our house.
You can already hear the sound of porcelain shattering in your head.
Oh yeah.
Do I,
I mean,
notice
that's what the mending spell is for.
But do I notice the look on Quincy's face as he's hearing this?
You see it briefly, but then he's like, "Oh, wait a second, I can cast mending. It's fine."
You know, Quincy, some things are meant to be broken because they're hilarious memories.
Let's see if Jolene agrees.
Quincy, do me a
yes?
favor. Enjoy them while they're lost. I did when my
Yeah.
still alive.
And then he kind of dazes over for a little bit, and then Chick says, "All right, what are we going to do?"
Right. Quincy kind of nods and sees off to someone asking him about moving a support beam and
hey,
And-
Levy.
maybe if you say my name correctly, I'll respond.
I thought it was Levi.
It is Levi. Thank you.
Oh wait. Yeah, your siblings, never mind.
I mean, we look exactly the same, except I dangle my arm.
Well, me and my sibling, the only thing different between us was their mutation was demon horns, and mine was what I got.
But also, I did get a ponytail, so it's
Yeah.
really nice.
I mean,
Well,
it's okay.
my hair's still unruly.
I'm thinking about shaving the sides and just keeping the top.
I'm
Like-
not sure
like a-
about that.
Like an improv tube mullet. I've heard of those. That just sounds weird.
Yeah, party up front, party in the back.
That's okay.
You know, on you, I could see it working.
Well,
On Levi, probably not.
no, not at all. I would never.
You
wear
can
that.
see Trover winks at Levi, just like, "I got you."
Yeah, Levi has like most of his hair kind of like slick, like kind of pulled back, and he wears it long in a very elven style. He does wince a little bit when Ifrin refers to his arm, but kind of lets it pass, like he's trying to be
Hey,
less.
Griffin, Levy, you all still need the ship or no?
My
Yeah.
name is Levi, and yes, we still need the ship.
Well, you want me to roll out a carpet, or are you going to just,
Right,
actually
right.
get on board?
I guess we should stop with the construction efforts. I hand over a clipboard to whoever is walking
Who-
by.
Whose ship are we going on, if you don't mind me asking?
Captain Calliope, right?
Yeah, you see Calliope over there.
Hello, Captain Calliope.
You see Trover kind of just put his head down inside. It's like, "Oh no."
Trover.
Well,
deal?
well. If it isn't Captain Von Clyde.
Hello, Calliope.
Aw, look at that. Look at that beard. You've been dyeing it with the blood of your enemies?
It's naturally red, but yes, you could say that.
Hey, yeah,
So-
everybody, that's,
so what-
that's a dread pirate joke for y'all.
What have you been up to? Sassy as ever, I see.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know. Always. So, come on deck. We'll get y'all set up. Still setting sail for Salt Point, yeah?
Yes.
Indeed.
May I board the ship?
You have my express permission.
Thank you very much, Captain.
And then Trover walks on the ship.
Captain,
Uh,
I give a bad salute and then I walk on the ship.
as Levi
Never get old.
as Levi walks onto the deck, he looks Calliope up and down, and then he says, "I'm happy to be in your care, Captain."
Oh, she'll definitely take care of you.
Well, we'll see if you can keep your legs about you, and then I'll decide how much care I want to give you.
Oh, certainly. And
As the ship starts to make underway,
he winks, and that
Levi,
he winks at her.
Levi, I
and
want you to
then-
make
Oh no.
I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
For some reason, I've decided that Levi gets motion sickness.
No, hold on. What do you... Okay, he normally has advantage to maintain his concentration. Would that affect this or no?
No, this is just flat Constitution roll.
Okay. 14!
You feel a little gurgle in your stomach, but you're able to keep yourself about. You
I
Do that.
don't do the best at sea, but you're okay right now.
I think it is mostly the fact that he is in his own mind gotten one over on Ifrin in terms of he has successfully flirted with a person. It's like, yes, I am the superior twin star. Okay, I need to sit down.
Man,
See,
I walk over to Trover and I just go, man, I don't know how he does that.
I haven't done it in 120 years, so I don't know either. But apparently that was a manatee, so 120 years before that, so I don't know.
as you
At least
all
he-
are kind of sitting on the deck of the ship, as the ship's setting sail, you can see Captain Calliope just sitting right there with y'all. She's kind of got, she's kind of sitting on some cargo, got her foot kicked up, just kind of drinking from a full bottle of rum. You can see she's got a cigarillo up on her lip, and she's just kind of observing you guys.
Trover's
A what on her
looking at
lip?
mainly at the sea before looking at Calliope.
A cigarillo. It's kind of like a cigar, but smaller.
Oh, okay. I imagined it was that or that like
You still
extender
smoke
thing.
those things? Is it the rose flavored ones, or did you change them?
Oh no, definitely still the rose flavored ones, the best ones.
Yeah, those were some good ones. I don't
How
do
do
that
you two
anymore,
know each other?
unfortunately. Odd coincidence.
Ooh.
Captain Von Clyde here. We used to sail in a fleet together. Was it Mew, me, Slipknot Pete, and the captain? Right?
Yep. Shortly after I started becoming a pirate, when I was
Yeah,
100 years old, I believe.
yeah. If I remember correctly, your ship. Ooh. In the Tempest too, just decimated. You heard too much from the you heard too much from the crew since then?
The only one I've met so far is Killian Six, and he was not pleased because he met me when I didn't have memory, because for 5 years I had nothing. And then when I went to the moon, I got it all back.
Well, hey, at least you're starting to build something back up again.
You could say that. I'm worked with Killian Six for a while. Hopefully, I can see him again and try to get him some of the things that he needs to repair. But
Yeah.
you know how stubborn he is.
You see Calliope pass the now half-empty bottle over to Levi. Just absent-mindedly.
Calliope, is that the same room I introduced you to all those years ago?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say that's
You
just
and I both
strong.
know. You and I both know that I'm the one that introduced you to Blackstrap. Okay.
Yes,
you only
and I
drink
still
it because
drink it,
I'm.
I hold up my gourd and take a drink.
Now, have a drink.
I have more in this thing. Luckily enough, I
Yeah.
found something to put an enchant on it so it never empties, which is weird.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Alistair. You know that my brew is a lot stronger than yours, right?
Okay, I make my own. So yes, yours is gonna be stronger.
Mm-hmm. Levi, do you take a drink or do you pass it?
Levi, he, in the time of their conversation, he has casted Fortune's favor on himself, so it basically works like a luck point, essentially.
Uh-huh.
And so yes, he will take a swig.
Okay. It's a decent save there.
Okay.
Drink it slowly. Drink it slowly, please.
Spending my luck point. 10.
You are immediately feeling very giddily happy.
In good fashion as to not be shown up, I take it from him and start downing a bit.
All right, Constitution save throw.
Drink it slowly. Hold the bottom of the bottle. Hold. They don't. They don't drink it properly.
Alistair, let him go.
That's a 12.
These are big,
But they're not
strong
drinking
elves.
properly.
These are big, strong elves. They've got it.
I do work out as I take another shot right in front of Levy and then I hand it off to her.
What's that con saving throw?
I got a 12.
Yeah, you're feeling happy, feeling good.
Yeah, I won't be showing up. I give you the eyes.
Well,
And
Oh goodness. The best way to get it flowing is take a breath beforehand and then tip it back because it
you
basically
have a
opens
pretty
the
laugh.
throat.
And Levy kind of smiles like an idiot. You can see that like his body is shaking in a weird way because it is not used to having its muscles relaxed.
you two, back me up. And she kind of pulls out her lute and starts to play a little bit alongside. She's kind of puffing away at the cigarette. The ship's kind of carving through the ocean.
If y'all seen the dance on Chainsaw Man in the intro, that's what Ifrin's doing right now.
I don't know what that dance is, but Levi is joining you.
Mm-hmm.
Trover's just sitting there listening to the lute, laughing hysterically.
That's a 17 for performance.
Dancing around. If I trip over you, it's gonna turn into a roughhouse, and we're gonna start fighting on the deck.
Hey, why'd you trip over me?
So,
You're the one who tripped over me.
hey, Alistair,
Calliope.
you thought about rejoining the fleet?
You
Honestly, we could use a captain like you right now.
You see Alistair kind of look over his right shoulder to the deck where he's staring at three souls just standing there staring back at him, and looks at her.
I would have to find a ship, and the one I had was passed down from the captains before me. I don't know if I could find one that's good.
You know,
But I've been tempted.
you and I go way back. I can get a ship for you. Put you right on your own ship. Sail together, you and I.
You know that sounds fun.
I know we desperately need it right now. Boss Try has been just absolutely hounding the seas, and
Well, here's
Avandra's got like a plan or something to start getting involved, but they've been waiting too long.
Well,
Shit's getting bad, and people are paying good money, good
I'm
coin.
part of
for
that
goods.
shit. I'm part of that plan. From what they've been saying, we're supposed to somehow get into Boss Ride to do a thing. I don't know what. We're supposed to be informed there. And you know me. I love messing with people. So what better way to mess with Boss Ride than at the city itself?
Hey, yeah, I mean, I get it. I do.
But you know what?
It's
If
what
I
you want.
survive, I'll make you this promise.
Hmm.
I'll sail the sea with you one more time.
Oh, you know,
And
I'd like
I
that.
basically extend my hand, doing the shake most pirates know as a swear.
You can see Ifrin and Levi engaged in a full-on brawl on the deck of the ship right now. Hands swinging violently, wildly, one way or the other. An absolute, like, you've seen drunken fighting, but this is like drunken dancing with the occasional blow from a fist.
You know, Clayby, this is hilarious to watch.
Oh, absolutely. You know,
If you spend any time with us-
down half a bottle, and I've got entertainment to last me all night.
Take this,
If-
clown.
You know, if Slipknot was here, he would try to get us to drink that pineapple stuff.
Oh, no. I won't touch that ever again.
It's good, but the after effects was horrible. These two would definitely try it.
If I hit you hard enough, maybe I'll knock that stick out of your ass.
Would be the first time you tried to do anything, slacker.
We get to the point where we probably bite each other too.
Yeah. The way siblings do. Or I think you bite him for first, and then he's like, Calliope's biting me, and then he bites you back without even waiting for a response.
Normally, if you're gonna bite each other, you're gonna save that for the bedroom.
Levi immediately stops and looks at you. We're brothers. That's gross.
I've seen stranger things in this world.
I also stop and go, like,
What?
my stomach churns,
Yeah,
and I go, throw up over
Levi
the
also
shit.
gets sick and like begins to throw up at the thought of that.
I need y'all to both make a deck saving throw, DC 16, to avoid vomiting on each other.
Oh no. Ooh, 22.
15.
When you vomit on Levi, Levi vomits on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, Ifrin. What is wrong with you? Ah.
Calliope, do you still have the same medic, or did she go with Babe, the 17-year-old?
Why don't I have prestidigitation? Do you have prestidigitation?
You see Calliope strum a chord, and the vomit goes away.
Oh, I was gonna do that. Sorry, I actually didn't mean to throw up on you, but it was funny.
It wasn't funny, but I do believe you about the other thing.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, you thought it was funny, but that doesn't make it funny.
Not to you.
Well, you just don't have a sense of humor, okay? Your sense of humor is strong.
Start laughing. You know, I think this is the longest time we spent together since we, graduated.
Yeah, it's nice in its own way.
You know, this makes me think of my 4 other siblings. 4.
Hold on, and you see he pulls out a little pitcher from his vest, looks at it,
Yep,
5, and then puts it back, but you don't see what it is.
You got siblings too? Are they as terrible as this dude?
If your
don't
siblings
even
were
know if
half
they're
as
still
good as me,
alive.
they're amazing.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if they're alive or if they've had family. I just remember one day they were there. Because only a few people know this. Like Calliope, I was born 128 of shards.
Yep, I remember. I was like, what, 4 years old when you and I met? 5?
How old are you?
I remember you
Ifrid,
punched
you don't ask a
Noel,
lady her age, and he
the
slaps you.
Bakaneko that hung my Noel, the Bakaneko sibling I had, in the face because she tried to take that. What was that instrument called? From you.
Well,
It
IP
was-
strums a chord, by the way, Ifrin, and your hair turns hot pink.
Hey, I actually kind of like the look.
But I never remember the name of that instrument she tried to take from you, and you punched her in the face, and she started giggling.
Ifrin, I am old enough to both A, be your mother, and B, well, be a little bit too much for either of you two boys.
You're
Well,
more than
I,
hand.
We're
I
only
take
40.
that as a challenge.
4.
I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, yeah, I deserve that one. 6.
You vomit right there. Right on Ifrin's shoes, too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know,
If-
you two need
Ifrin-
to learn how
Ifrin-
to hold your liquor.
Ifrin, wisdom saving throw to avoid the need to punch your brother in the face for that.
That's a 14.
You feel the need to punch your brother in the face for that.
I do.
Cross counter.
As you now are both engaged in a full brawl in Levi's vomit.
Okay.
You know, this
Truce,
is
truce,
not the
truce,
fight.
truce.
Maybe we should stop.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
we should stop.
that's why I said truce.
Peace. Truce. I clean us off with prestidigitation,
Thank you.
but I also make your shirt red.
I mean, I prefer blue. I don't really get this prank.
Because you don't like red. That's why.
Well, okay, yeah, you're not wrong. This is actually bothering me a lot more than I thought it would. Please.
It's gonna be like that for an hour.
He takes off the shirt and just drops it on the ground.
Ooh, well, we're gonna compare again. Ifrin's gonna take off his shirt too, and then there's a few more scars.
Ifrin, if you fight correctly, you don't need to get scars.
These are self-inflicted.
You know,
Okay, that's
if
even
we're
worse.
comparing chests, I've got you both beaten.
Trover takes off the shirt, and you can see he is chiseled.
Yeah, Calliope throws 15 copper at you all.
I think Trover's got us beat. Look at that.
Calliope, you know I don't take money for this. I just do it just to mess with you.
He puts his shirt back on.
What kind of workout do you do?
I
wanna get abs
swim
like that.
a lot.
Oh yeah. So, swimming's really good for your core and all that.
Well, that and I trained on a monastery for the last
that
5
would
years.
also do it.
Carrying a boulder up 30,000 steps. I keep losing count every now and then.
Hi, boys. Hey. She climbs up the top of the crow's nest. Take a look on the starboard side.
I go to the opposite side, she says.
I go to the starboard side
looks.
and just
Levi
go up.
looks starboard.
Right. Levi and Trover, you both can see off in the distance the bronze tower situated on the island that was previously blocked by the tempest. Beauty to see, huh?
Yeah, I remember when we landed. That shit soaked.
No. I only remember going up. I don't remember getting back, to be honest.
Well, from what I heard, the librarian teleported everyone back. But I
Oh,
wasn't back
yeah. It's been a while. Remind me to go talk to Briar at some point.
You literally told me about. Never mind.
You know I have a
Well,
very, very bad attention span.
Briar's got like a list of 6 things that he's researching for people. Hopefully you can catch him whenever he's back.
I think it's kind of wild, you know. The tempest raged for like years, and thousands of years, and just suddenly just died off. No more storm.
It is a
Yeah.
concerning development in the world.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Trover's gonna look
Don't
in the
worry
water near
about
the
it.
island and see if he can see remnants of his ship.
You don't. No remnants, no image, no silhouette, no nothing. Just the
When he
island
doesn't,
itself.
when he doesn't see anything, he looks over his shoulder at the 3 forms just standing there, kind of giving a nod of just "I'm sorry," and then looks back at everyone and just smiles.
As the night goes on and you all set sail, traveling through the Cerulean Sea, narrowly dodging several boss-ride patrol ships thanks to Calliope's rather fast and small and nimble ship, the Loot, you all manage to make it to Salt Point.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, guys, don't get too salty here.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Yes.
Well, here you are, boys.
Well,
I'll be here for a month before I'm setting sail again. So if you need me in that time,
we'll let you know,
go
but
and find me.
may I disembark from your ship, Captain?
By all means. And don't be a stranger, all right, Alistair?
I'll try.
And I disembark from the ship.
I give another awkward salute and I say, assuming I'll be needing your services again at some point in time, and thank you very much.
Hey,
And
well, I'm
alcohol.
happy to be of service.
And then he walks away.
Levi, gets up to the, just about to disembark, turns to her, bows slightly in reference, and smiles and says, "I hope to see you again soon."
Yeah, she grabs you by the neck and pulls you in for a kiss.
Levi goes for it.
And she kind of spins you back around and pushes you off the deck of her ship. Get a few more years, maybe a couple more miles, and come back and see me when you're ready.
You know, Calliope, you've said that to several gentlemen, and I don't think I've ever seen you take anyone home.
Hey, sometimes it's funnier just to watch them try and try and try and fail than
Well,
it is to
You're
have any
not
satisfaction.
wrong.
something you should know about me, Calliope, is that I'm something of an overachiever. And he walks away.
We'll see.
Ifrin sees that, and his face goes a little bit numb.
You know, both of you
But
should
he walks
probably
away.
not see Lady Andromeda then.
And as I'm just walking down the center of Salt Point away from the ship,
All the damn luck.
What do you all do from here?
Lament and sadness for a hot minute while traveling while following Trover.
I'm basically trying to leave Salt Point quickly to head toward our destination, hoping no one that knows me sees me.
I can make that happen.
Oh no, I'm blatantly doing this like in the middle of the road as like I know someone's gonna see me, but it's just one of those I'm just going quickly and
Levi will just kind of wait for the other two, smiling contently.
Screw you.
No offense, Levi. You have more of a chance catching a flying whale than catching calliope.
That lady looks even more scary than Teach.
But
Sometimes,
doesn't the
but, like,
challenge excite you?
it's not in like that kind of way. It's not in like the scary lady kind of way. It's a different kind of scary.
Maybe, but...
Well,
perhaps I
some of the
just,
things that we've
perhaps
This
done
is gonna be
before.
this is gonna be like that time you got caught with that one teacher.
Hey, we swore never to speak about that. Ever again.
Hmm. Uh, I grumble a little bit. Lucky. uh, so Trover, where are we heading to?
Uh, I believe we're supposed to be heading to Bogsboro. And I'm just trying to make sure we get through here. Yes, I know someone's probably gonna see me that knows me, but I'm just trying to
You're
go
damn
quick.
right someone's going to see you.
Fuck.
Who might you be, creepy man?
As you look over, you see Slipknot Pete, glorious beard, glittering golden eyes once again, smiling at you. Ah,
Hi, Pete.
Alistair von fucking Clyde.
Yep, I'm still alive.
What the fuck have you been doing?
Well, for the last 5 years, I've been a monk. Then I went to the moon, and now I got my memories back, and I'm starting my roguish ways.
Well, I must say, it is great to see you.
Well, it's great to see you too. And if you're going to ask me to join the fleet, Calliope just did. And I told
No,
him if
no.
I survive, I plan on it.
Nah, I imagine that you join back up with us whenever you're ready. But no, I didn't have that for you. No, I just saw you and I thought I'd like to say hi to my old friend.
You know, Pete, I was never as lucky as you. But sometimes I felt it. And when I went against the Tempest and did what I did to my ship, it was not the luckiest moment in my history.
What brings you to Salt Point, friend? Do you need any help?
We're going to Bogsboro. Like, honestly, right now, for some reason, I can't remember. But we're passing through, and honestly, part of me wanted to be seen because I haven't been here forever. But at the same time, it's one of those. Currently, I'm called Trover Waslin to most people, but for those that knew me before, I'll still answer to Alistair von Clyde because that's what I was known as, and that's my name.
Aye.
And
he looks over his right shoulder at the specter standing there.
to visit some old friends.
Well,
Before I go, Slipknot, is the grove of trees with the blue flowers still on the outside of Salt Point.
Aye. Still there? Sure as the current still pulls that which is loose with the undertow.
Has that red flower
Aye,
that started growing there, is it still there?
aye. Tended to
Alright.
every day.
I've got to visit there for an old friend. I've sure loved their flowers.
And you can kind of see Trover's face just goes blank a little bit and then shakes his head.
But how's everybody on your ship doing? Slipknot.
Aye, the hellfish is doing all right. Your crew, they're fantastic. Best sailors I ever seen.
They were hopefully
died.
They,
Glorious deaths, and
yeah,
Thiazade has them in a good place, I'm sure.
hopefully. And one day I'll see him again. Have you seen Tavros by chance?
Can't say I have, actually. Last I heard, he was taking some sort of job in Avandra.
That sounds like him. I did see Killian Six. He works for a Warforged named Bucket now, trying to help
Aye.
him get repairs on his limbs.
I'm familiar with Bucket. I've sailed with him quite a few times.
Bucket? That's
The
interesting.
one that took us to the Bronze Tower, Ifrin.
Oh yeah.
But Pete, if later tonight, can you throw back for the ones that were lost?
You know, I will.
And Trover kind of gives him an awkward hug
Thank you, old friend.
and then lets go and then starts walking towards the grove of trees.
You all walk along. You reach the small grove of trees. You can see a young child, maybe 7, 9, 8 years old, tending to them. You know, clearing away the brush and overgrowth from underneath, watering. You see him kind of look up at you, and he's got this cauldron-born-like mutation. Gives him dark hunter green skin. Kind of looks up at you and says, "Oh, yeah, hi. Who are you?"
In these parts, I'm known as Alistair von Clyde, but my name's Trover Waslin. Ifrin and Levy, do you mind staying outside the grove for a bit?
I suppose.
Eh?
I've got to visit an old friend.
And I look at the child.
Do you mind if I enter? If you're tending to it, that means you're the guardian, correct?
Yeah, I kind of took over after, well, after my
Ivy?
older cousin died.
Wait, you're Ivy's cousin.
Yeah, that's me.
I kneel down and look at them and
I was Ivy's captain. I'm sorry for what I did.
No.
I wasn't strong enough.
and you can see like tears starting to come from his eyes.
No, it's your. No, Ivy always talked really good about you. I don't think that they were upset at you or anything like that.
I look over my right shoulder.
Or that they
again.
wouldn't be. You know, Yeah,
I,
they're probably in really good afterlife and sailing the seas and you know doing what they loved.
oh, they love this place more than anything.
And I'm gonna look, is the red flower growing in the center?
Yep, and it's tended to beautifully. You can see there's actually a interesting intricate border of stone that's been laid out.
Did you do that?
Uh, yeah, it was the last thing that my cousin did, so it's what I thought would be important.
You want to know what's
Um,
funny? I actually helped them start this place. Their crazy idea of making one giant greenhouse where you could find every plant known to man. Oh, I wanted it to be a dream, but I never had enough.
you know, um, Ivy always told me that it was really important that we care for things. We care for all these things out here that everyone else didn't put like thought into, didn't think about. They were always they were always very for the plants. They wanted to make sure that everything that was discarded and forgotten is remembered and cared for. And I think that from what the stories are told by the rest of the captains that you did that for Ivy and for everybody else. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Adonis.
Nice to meet you, Adonis, and tears are still coming from Trover's eyes.
It was definitely something. Do you mind if I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Trover's. I'm gonna walk forward to the flower and stop just outside the stone thing and kneel down.
Hello, old friend. It's been a while. I'm sorry I forgot about you.
Look over my shoulder again at the specters and then look back at the flowers.
I hope you can sleep well.
Stand up, go back to Adonis.
Continue taking care of these for me.
I always will. And you can come back and visit whenever you want.
Oh, I plan on it. There's a lot of people that I've got to visit and make amends to, if you know what I mean.
Quick question. Can I get a little description of like kind of where we are since we're like on the outside?
Yeah, you're like it's basically this small grove, like this like garden with this outdoor garden that you're near.
Ifrin gets thrown into a bush, like not too far away.
Yeah,
that the
Trover,
trick-
you see Ifrin just get thrown into this bush, and you see part of it start to uproot, and you see Adonis get infuriatingly mad as thorns start spewing from the ground near the bush.
Oh no, you got Ivy's temper. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Out of the grove now! Now!
I'm sorry. I got thrown into this. This was unintentional.
Well,
Hey,
if you
he
want
hops up.
to, there's an old building over there that's falling down and condemned. Adonis, let me help you fix this, if you don't mind.
No, it's okay. Honestly, these two look like they're just too much trouble. Can you just get them out of here, and I'll take care of this.
I will.
Oh,
And I
we'll go to the
put a
abandoned
hand on his
building.
shoulder.
I'm sorry. We said no magic.
Have a good day,
Why
Adonis.
did we say that?
I kind of, even though I'm 3'4", I grab both Levi and Ifrin by their ears and just start dragging them.
Never fuck with the flowers.
And then I let them go as we pass the falling down building. There's like one pillar left. That's it, and a wall.
We've got to go to Boxborough.
Right.
It wasn't my fault.
You're both to blame. You both were fighting in an area that was populated, even though it was at the outskirts of town. Come on, it's common
Just
sense.
wanted.
We gotta keep our practice up.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of imaginary fighting where you do it in your head? Imagine every possible scenario and play it through. It's not that hard. I do it all the time.
Well,
then he takes
why
a
would I
drink
do
from
that
the
in my
door.
head? It's boring. I'd win every time.
No. Here's how you do it. In your head, you give yourself a disadvantage.
Oh, please. No matter how many disadvantages I give myself, I'd still win.
Pretend it as you're a 5-year-old going against your brother at fully an
Oh,
adult.
please.
And yes,
I could beat my
you-
brother at any age.
Yes, you probably could, but
Lies.
it would be
Lies.
hilarious to see that in your mind because it would cause you to smile.
And we're doing this
Yeah.
as we're walking.
Smile.
Or grimace, whatever you'd like to do.
I'm smiling brightly.
You see a smirk, like the right side of Trover's lip goes up.
Y'all remind me of Frederick.
Of a what?
He was a person in my crew. His name was Frederick.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds pathetic.
Oh, it was funny. He
Rude
got
people.
he got the word boot tattooed on his forehead to impress Ivy.
Never mind. You can make fun of him.
He did it while he was drunk, and I start telling like embarrassing stories as we're walking about everyone in the crew, even myself, to these two.
Trevor, that happened while we were together.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as us three are walking towards Bogsborough, I'm telling you these embarrassing stories.
Yeah, I know. Of one of your stories, like that you mentioned, it happens like while you were with the Andromeda crew, and we're just like, all right, wait a minute.
Yeah, you probably remember this, Ifrin.
Yeah, kinda. But you gotta remember, it's hard for me to pay attention to a lot of things. But I do
Well,
distinctly
The
remember.
time stuff. Yeah,
You were
I
drunk.
remember you
Well,
telling
I
me.
suppose if you have
You were
an
drunk.
ever-present record to write down everything that happens to you, then I suppose you wouldn't need to remember as much.
I mean, that's why this book keeps getting bigger. As I wave it.
You really should, refer to it more often, though.
As you all you continue on your journey, you eventually find yourselves in Bogsborough. And you bump into... First person you see is you bump into Mindy. Oh, yeah, hey, everybody, welcome to Bogsborough. We don't really get too many visitors right now with the war. My name's Mindy. As you can see, she's kind of like this, she's just cauldron born. She's got this long black hair that rests right below her shoulders. You can see she's got these dark green eyes and then a second set above to make like a arachnid style eye. She's got long fingers that kind of come to points like those of a spider leg. Yeah. You guys looking for a place to stay or looking to do anything particular?
Trover, why are we here? I forgot.
Yes, would like to know.
You kind of see Trover is just staring at Mindy, and then he pulls the photo out of his pocket, looks at it, and looks at her, and is like,
That's not possible.
puts it back. Just kind of rubs his head for a second.
What's not possible?
Give me a second.
And just kind of puts fingers on his eyes as some more tears start to fall.
Mindy,
Hey,
quick
yeah.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of a Cauldron-born that had the spider mutation of the poisonous glands named Isnar?
No.
SNAR.
Sounds familiar. I think I read about it in one of our books once. Oh, you know who might know? And she kind of waves
Oh,
down somebody from the tavern. And you see Durian walk out. Hey, Durian, these people have some kind of questions about some of the books, and I know you've been
Trover's
digging through them more than I have.
face somewhat goes white.
Ian's here. What?
Oh, Trover, Ifrin,
Yo!
Grand Ifrin.
My name is Levi.
Levy.
Okay,
Do not listen to him. It's Levi.
Levi.
Thank you. It's fine.
Do I notice the thing on your face?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, it's on their face.
Not hidden at all.
That's the
It
mask
takes
on
up
their
a full
face.
third of my face.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was just noticing like how like my face my lips kind of pucker up. Well, not like pucker up, but I kind of suck them in. I'm like,
You are immediately hit with the flashback of looking at the King of Steam in the same room with the giant machine and the mask on the face. You're reminded of the time where you and the King of Steams and Levy, you also remember this, where you all were together in the timescape and the conversation that you all had.
Yes.
uh,
Interesting mask you have.
you know,
I am looking at Trover and nowhere else.
Ooh.
He's looking back at you.
Adrian.
um,
I'm sorry. What can we help you with precisely, Trover?
I feel like you all know each other, and I apologize. They,
no reason to say sorry.
you know, hey, I'm gonna go help with, the Crocolisk egg gathering. And she dismisses herself. And you, Brian, note in full detail that crocolisks have a natural birth.
Wait.
I'm just gonna let her go. She doesn't need to be
Wait
here.
a second. Two creatures that naturally lay eggs combined become a creature that does live births?
Magic.
Yeah.
Funny thing.
Magic does some strange
So-
things.
I've got a question. This iteration, I went right instead of left on the moon, and this has never happened before.
You can blame this on me, Ifrin.
I'm not blaming you on anything, but you know that thing's kind of dangerous.
Yes.
You don't say.
Are you okay?
Are we okay? We're fine. Still has not taken our.
I do like a full like look up. Is Drian glowing? Like or at least the mask.
The mask is glowing, and you can see something within Durian is glowing, but not Durian themselves.
Yeah.
I do like a full like walk around you and like get a good look. Oh man, that whole Nexus thing really turned into a single point, didn't it?
Levi will also examine
We
that same
sure
way, but
did.
yeah.
Can I help either of you, Twin Stars?
We were here on Trover's behest.
We're
I
helping him out.
came to talk to Quill and see if I could find some information on these people, and he pulls the picture out.
You don't need the picture, Brian. You've been able to clock the 3 specter-looking spirits resting behind Trover the entire time. Like shadows, wraiths, existing solely within tandem with the soul of Trover, having very intimately dealt with something just like this.
Seems we have more in common with each other than I
Well,
wanted to talk with Quill.
Quill, and then apparently Mindy said you know something about an old friend of mine, Isna. Golden
We've
Blood.
been reading the library here.
Ooh, there's a library?
Why don't you two go check that out?
All right.
Drian and I have a talk.
Come on,
the
Len.
community building,
All right.
half a street over.
And, I'm gonna do that thing where I kind of play hopscotch along all the planks and stuff in this town.
Levi walks perfectly straight and upright and does not take any detours.
So, would you like to speak with Quill first, or would you like other answers first?
Well, first things first, I probably deserve a punch in the face from me. Because it does not seem like you've forgiven me.
We haven't.
You know, I almost put it on myself. And then a
Feel
voice
as
said,
though
"Put it
that
on
might
you."
have been worse.
Yeah, that's why the other voice one said, "Put it on you."
Well, we are not time wizards, unlike. I sort of glance out to where Ifrin and Levi have just left some people, and we cannot undo the past. So, we have to deal with the consequences of our choices.
I made a lot of choices in my past that have caused so many nightmares for so many people. The screams haunt me. You saw the specters, and the picture here is the ones I called my siblings. I came here because Quill was one of my crew, and I'm trying to figure everything out. And the last thing I had heard of Isnar was they were in this area. So maybe, just maybe, finding information on someone I considered my brother.
I suppose. Walk with us, and I will tell you what happened to Snar.
All right.
Trover starts following.
As we're walking to our little island, going to sort of look at Trover and the race behind him. Isnar is gone. He died defending Boxborough.
We were 30 and 150. How old was he?
I
Damn.
don't know. It
Stubborn.
was 5 years past now.
Well,
At least according to the library and according
seeing
to
how
Mindy.
stubborn most of the people I consider family were, none of them would give up. The one I'm most worried about is my sibling. I have found no hide or hair of them since that day I left. The last I had heard, they had changed the name to Glenn and gotten rid of the Von Clyde because of the things I did. So I don't even know if I have family that wants to associate with me. I don't even know if Max, Paul, Noel, any of them are alive. And I kind of hate having lost crew and having damaged crew when I got it all back and seen you lying there. I couldn't lose anyone else. I can't have another death on my head.
And he just is crying as he walks, and he's somewhat shaking.
Normally, this is the part where we might say we don't understand. We've never been in that situation. Some of us have, though, and do. And we understand that you did what you thought was right. All I can do is get you to Quill, and maybe he can help you more.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anyone around us.
Off in the distance, you just hear laughter of mine and the upsetness of Levy.
But besides that, there's nobody around you.
And I know you knew history. And you probably know some of the things I've done. But you know there's something that's not written. I owe someone a favor. That's like you.
Sort of
Paladin.
chuckle. Only one.
Well, it was to play a game of cards and get a map that showed the way to the center of the Tempest. Or so that's what I was told. I was to get the sword from Jimothy and then play cards to get the map. Never really figured out who it was. All I've got is this, and
He opens his hand, and there's a blue scale sitting there.
never figured out what it is, but whenever I let it go,
It just disappears.
it fades away. But whenever I need it, it shows up. I have no idea what it means. Still to this day.
I've come across anything like that in my research.
Yeah, it actually is a lot like a certain something you come across in your metallurgy studies.
Is it the other one?
Yeah, it's the other one.
Excellent. I give Trover a look that says I cannot give you the information you're looking for.
I just nod.
Understandable. I
Then
just remember the day I got this and had the weird feeling that this is gonna come back to haunt me.
I sort of glance at the wraiths following Trover. Not the only thing.
Oh yeah, that's Ghoul, Ivy, and Frederick.
We wave.
You see, coming from around the corner, you see Quill. He looks over at you, Drian, and you see him sign towards you. What's going on?
We sign back. Alistair von Clyde.
Kind of looks over. And he goes and takes 3 steps in a run and goes to open his arms and then stops. Walks up and looks at you, Alistair, and you see him sign. You don't really know what he's saying. Rian, you can see that he signs, what do you want?
He wants to know what you want.
You can see Trover looks sad.
I want to know how he's doing.
He signs.
We look at Quill and before I communicate this, I just sign and let him know that I don't know, some form of solidarity.
And you see Will just kind of spit on the ground and then walk back the way he came.
I deserve that.
He says that I'm just going to tell you verbatim. The tone is sarcastic. We've lost a lot of that. He said my mutation has gotten so out of control that I can't speak anymore. All of my friends have died or abandoned me, and lastly, but most painful of all, my captain left myself and Killian 6 in that wreckage, adrift and alone for decades. Other than that, I'm doing fantastic. Take your sympathy and regret and leave my hometown. Go back to the moon or whatever you plan on doing. I don't recommend going back to the moon. I don't know if you can pilot the tower yourself.
Honestly, I deserve that. But I honestly didn't even know him and Gillian were trapped. Before the moon, I had no idea of anything. For my sins, I deserve to die more times over than any man ever. I don't even know what I did to deserve to be on the cards for the assassins, and it's the one thing I always remember dreaming was the screams. Not of the people I killed. Sometimes it was their children. The faces. People
takes a drink as he looks back at the three over his shoulder.
I don't deserve death. Not yet. I can't make what I've done to Quill right. But until I've paid my debt and tried to do what I can, I refuse to die.
And then he just
With that, we pan forward. It's been 9 months since the encounter in Bogsborough. And Trover, you find yourself in Douglas again. You're kind of wandering through the streets. You see a young woman, purple hair, and ears kind of poking out from it. A small cat's tail kind of pushing behind her, trying desperately to hold up the one side of the banner with one hand, and trying to use her foot to on the other side. Come on.
how far is where she's trying to hang this banner off the ground?
It's only about 5 feet off the ground.
And how tall is she?
She's about 5'8". Come on.
Would you like a hand?
Oh, I sure would. I'm, an absolute terror with this stuff.
I walk up and look up to her because she is taller than me.
Where does it need to go?
Oh, just right there. Yeah, we have oh, jeez. Yeah, we have the toy drive tomorrow. Basically, the orphanage is kind of bringing in a bunch of toys from people that don't need them anymore. Try to give some back to the kids who not doing so well with the war. Oh, sorry. Thank you for your help. My name's Eve.
Well, it's complicated, but I'm Trover.
Nice to meet you, Trover.
Not exactly my full name.
Trove.
We'll go with Trover. Trove, it's been a while since somebody's given me a nickname.
And you can see
Oh,
his
wow, I mean,
blue cheeks kind of turned purplish red.
I can call you Trovy if you want. It's a little more cutesy than that.
It turns brighter.
That's wonderful.
Well, why don't you come inside? I can. I just got some fresh milk from the dairy farm. I don't got much else outside of that right now, but anything to say thank you.
That sounds wonderful.
And he opens the door.
Lead the way, milady.
A lady, so formal. Yeah, this way.
He follows her in.
Well, here you go. Glass of milk. Hope it's not too stiff for you.
I drink blackstrap.
And he just
Oh,
drinks it.
could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Trovy? What do you like? What do you do?
Do you want the long story or the short story?
Well, perhaps do you want to keep me around for a long time or just a short time?
You seem like you'd be a bunch of fun for a long period of time.
Well, what about the long story then? As you get into talking, both of you, you feel someone like genuinely listen, interested in every ounce of detail that you muster, asking questions, enamored by your story.
I tell her
You
everything I can from my memory.
both of you just bond together, just talking, listening. And 6 months later, the two of you have been an official item for a while now. And, today's the day. Today's the day that you have to get on the chariot and head to Spokesnot. But Eve has, well, Eve has requested and also demanded your time for at least an hour before you have to leave. And the two of you are in the orphan. And you see that Eve has a fresh sheet of cookie dough rolled out and is using the cookie cutters to cut out shapes. Well, it's not exactly the most glamorous of dates before, all this crazy stuff happens, but well, I thought it might be nice to have something, simple.
For being 305, this is probably one of the best dates I've ever been on.
Oh, Toby. You sure do know how to make a girl feel special.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had someone make me smile as much as you.
Oh, you're getting the that's oatmeal raisin. That doesn't go in the cookie. The chocolate chip.
It's
Oh no.
sticking to my fingers. It's not
Oh,
coming
now there's
off.
there's gonna be an oatmeal raisin cookie with all the chocolate chips, and someone's gonna lose it. Oh man, I really hope nobody has an oatmeal allergy.
Hey, you
Are
know how I
oatmeal
like
allergies
tricks?
a thing?
I honestly have no idea. I haven't really checked in that. But you know me, I like tricks. But we'll try to figure out which one's the oatmeal one and separate it from the others.
Sounds good. Well, let's pop these in the furnace and we'll let it go.
I
Toby,
help her put the cookies in.
What's up, Eve?
This is a really dangerous adventure you're going on, right? I know the war is kind of going on and it's a lot, but I know you're really, really strong and really tough and, all these things I'm not, but this is like
but you did
really
do good
dangerous.
swimming. You did wonderful swimming. But you kept touching my abs. What is with you and my abs?
I mean, they're just like, um, um, I'm just really worried about you. This is like really dangerous. Do you have to go?
If I didn't go, the ones I call my friends, if they needed me and something happened, I would blame myself for the rest of my days.
And he looks over the right shoulder, and her, having experienced this number of times, knows he's staring at something, but he hasn't really explained it other than something's there.
You know
I can't
that.
let anyone else die.
You know that she notices every time, takes notice of it, but never asks. Just waiting for you to explain it. I understand. And,
that,
it's. Hey, hey,
uh,
it's okay to save another story for another date, okay?
He kind of puts a hand down to a pocket that he has and pulls out a necklace.
I made this for you.
And it's a flower with a piece of a gem inside the metal. And it's just clear.
I got this customly made for you.
Aw, thank you.
I tried to get the flower made, and I didn't do a great job because I'm still working on that. So I
Hey,
had to have a professional make it, hence why it looks better.
I would love the one made with your hands.
It's
Just as
on there
much, if not
Two,
more.
and you see a smaller flower that's kind of bumpy sitting right next to the other one that's just like 2 inches bigger, and I'm like,
Basically, it's to represent us.
I'm the little bumpy one, right?
No, you're the cute big one.
Oh, you come back to me, okay?
I'll do what I can. And I got a
And
story for you that I haven't told anyone.
I look forward to hearing it.
I'm gonna passionately kiss Eve.
And she kind of just swoons into it.
You know I love you, right?
I never doubted it for a second.
I'll do everything I can to come back to you. And then I'll take you to the sea.
You go out there and you give those no-do-gooders some absolute what fors, huh?
I will.
And before I leave, I grab my makuyo and put it in the holster that's on my back, do a bow and a wink, and then head out the door.
Trophy.
What's up, Eve?
And I stop just standing there smiling.
He flips a small bracelet over your hand. And you can see that it's this dark purple color. A small little medallion kind of dangles from it. And you can see that it's a cat's paw with a heart in the center. See you soon.
See you soon. And I'll keep this safe.
Give her another kiss and head out the door.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.